spiritual journey. Holy moly. When you start to question the reality around you, you start to question the people in your life, you start to question how you've been living your life, you start to question everyone you have given power to over you, you start to question your career, you start to question everything. And what usually happens is some people consider this to be a midlife crisis. As for a lot of people, it happens around the age of 40. And it can be a pretty dark time, especially when you feel very alone. And you know what? I've been living a spiritual journey my entire life. I just didn't have words for it. I didn't seek much more than what I was just guided to do and be. And as soon as 2020 came and brought 2020 vision to what I had been ignorant to, shit got a lot more confusing. I'm telling you. I mean, like, I can only imagine for those who have not been spiritual for their entire life, and all of a sudden this stuff starts happening and they start questioning things, and then they're like questioning themselves. I can imagine how they must feel, because I know how I felt. Some people call it dark night of the soul, ego death. It's really just, it's super fascinating. And it's pretty crazy. And not many people, there are many people who would not be able to choose to shift. And I get it. It's not for everybody in this lifetime. Maybe next lifetime. And hopefully the system has dissolved and crumbled and taken itself out by then, so that we get to choose. We're not just recycled into whatever they want us to be recycled into. And okay, when you start going down the rabbit holes, and in this age of information, it's overstimulation. There is so much information out there. Half of it, between 40 and 60% of the entities online right now are bots. They're bots. It's all AI. So you don't even know if you're interacting with men and women, children, AI, computers. So if you have no discernment on fact from fiction, you better get some. I am Holly, and I'm sharing a part of my journey to bring courage and inspire you on yours. These times are crazy. They are super exciting at the same time, because I know where we're going. I know where we will be. It's just that the system is fighting tooth and nail to remain. And I have never been so confused in my life as over the past few years, questioning everyone around me, questioning anybody's intentions, and it is not just a trauma response. There is so much false information out there. Fake, it even stated in the Bible, fake prophets. The church was inverted. They're not even worshiping our prime creator, the one above all others. They're not. And they're still praying for this one man to return to save them because they still don't get it. The Hopi prophecy stated, we are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for, not some man who's going to float out of the sky on a cloud. It's all symbolism. It's all metaphors. These words don't mean what you think they mean. The English language is the most retarded language ever created. And for anyone who's gonna quaff at my using the word retarded, it means slow. It means slow. And this English language it's all black magic. And when you can start to choose your terms wisely with facts. Hold on, I gotta show you this. Hi, Eagle. I'm just saying hi. I won't disturb your babies. What do you stand for? Over the past 3 years, I found out who didn't stand for me. How many people I put my time, effort, money, sweat, and tears into. And how many people were actually fighting against me that I chose to keep close. Destroyed my career. Tried to destroy my home. Tried to destroy my mind, my heart, thinking that they could stop me. A whole army of people against one woman? Surprise! This journey is truly... What are you doing, bud? This journey is truly all by design. And you get to choose. You get to choose whether you're going to lay down, or you choose whether you're going to take what's been thrown at you and use it as a tool. A tool to build your life, your reality, how you want it to be. Anyone who tried to get in your way, leave them there. Let them keep your energy. Let them keep the energy that they stole from you. And you can also let them keep their energy. Release any attachment you've ever had to them. Release the energy that they tried to stick to you. And let them keep what they stole. Because our energy comes from source. I don't need you to return my energy. Keep it. The spiritual journey is definitely not for the faint of heart. There are going to be so many people pushed into what they have been holding themselves back from. You can no longer remain ignorant. You have to be here. You have to be present, and you have to be a part of the shift, or you're going to go bye-bye. Mother Earth needs us. Our children need us. And the overconsumption and the destroying of our surroundings, it's happening no more. It's not allowed to happen anymore. People supporting electric cars. Some people invested in it, so that's why they support it. These lithium leach fields. The poison that's being released. The blood of Mother Gaia being pulled. These cobalt mines. These people that live in these countries that were excited when these mines were coming there because they thought it was going to be great. They thought it was going to be great for their people, and they thought that it was going to enhance their communities and bring money and wealth to their children. And now they're all sick and dying. And they're testing the water levels, and they're testing the air quality. And it's not fit for any living being, any plant, nothing. They've killed different parts of Mother Earth. She's full of abundance, and you're destroying her. There are these non-profit corporations who are going to these places where it's just a plantation of deadness. I'm getting off on another topic for another video. So I'll return to where I began. The spiritual journey can be difficult to navigate. We seek all of these external sources to figure more stuff out. And it's great to study. It's great to learn all these things. But when I wasn't focused on my astrology chart, my numerology, different types of healing, and when I learned a lot. I was a scholar. I am a scholar. I would rather be a mystic. I would rather know thyself. Know how I can heal myself. Know from turning within rather than consuming everything outside of me. And this is where a lot of people lose their focus. Stop consuming. You need to just shut it down. Shut it all down and go and find out what brings you joy. If you're a pig or a rooster or when you're fully in alignment with your creator, you're aligned with all that stuff. You don't need those facts. You don't need that information. I internally, throughout my life, have known what to do and when to do it. I've known when to rest. I've known when to work. I've known when to move. I've known because I'm in tune. I trust me. I trust my guidance. And I got so confused by wanting to learn more about myself out there. Out there, what's my Enneagram? What's my human design? Where's my astrocartography lie on the map? Seriously? Tap into the energy. I've already had it my whole life, and I got away from it because I got so distracted by all the people who chose to destroy me. These people I chose to have in my life. And some people that I've never even met. Some people I've never even met have been attacking me. How is that okay? It's a distraction, all of it. All of it is a distraction. The internet can be great. It can be used as a tool. And right now, it's being overrun by people who don't know what they're talking about because they've never experienced it. These people that read a book and think that they can go be a home inspector, but they've never worked on a construction site a day in their life. These people who are going and preaching in front of the church because of what it says in the Bible. They're not even deciphering what it truly means. There's so much information, and the majority of it is gray. It's all third and fourth and fifth party information. It doesn't come from the source. When you choose a spiritual path, spiritual meaning finding your reality. It doesn't mean some woo-woo whatever. That's not spirituality. That's not what it is. Spirituality is finding your reality, finding your truth. That is true spirituality. Going within, being the mystic, learning of you, setting healthy boundaries, removing people who don't align with you, who don't support you. It says in the Bible, in Luke, you will never be able to be in your hometown. You will never be accepted in your hometown. Why? The people closest to you are usually the snakes. Those are the people who were put in your life to destroy you, to prevent you from rising to your true truth, to standing in your power, with conviction in your voice. I'm not a bitch. I'm not bossy. I have boundaries. I have a voice. I know who I am. And anyone who believes otherwise, you need to really do some deep inner work. Still blaming everybody else around you for how you are, rather than taking accountability for yourself. Judging others, rather than accepting each of us in our own state, however we have chosen to be. And I chose those people to be assholes around me, because I still knew who I was. I was the observer. I allowed them to be themselves, to show me their true colors. I accepted them as they were. I caused no harm, and I caused no trespass. So when you are able to finally do a deep dive into yourself and find your wholeness, return to wholeness. You don't need to seek outside of you all the time. I've probably bought like 1,000 books in the past 3 years. Do you know how many I've read? None of them. None of them. I have their energy. If I feel like picking up a book, I'd turn to a page and I'd read a chapter, or I'd read a page and I'd be like, that's exactly what I needed to hear right now. There's so many ways to get messages from Spirit. There's so many ways to tune into your inner guidance system. You don't need to know. Everyone's got their own healing modalities. You have your own inside you. We're so stuck on labels. We're so stuck on certificates. Oh, where'd you get your degree? Rather than knowing who you are and what you are capable of, how you can help the world. because you've helped yourself. How many people can say that? Well, I went and I did a course on Enneagram and human design, and I'm a sacral generator, and but what does that mean? And then it like leads down another rabbit hole. And it's like, well, it's a number 3. Well, I don't know, I've got a 6. And then, rather than like feeling yourself, everyone's all up here. It's like this, that's this. And you're so disconnected from here. Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you? Because you're not here. I hope that some of you made it to the end of this video, because I know that I can activate stagnant parts within you with my words and my dick. I got a big dick, D-I-K. If you don't know what that is, then maybe you'll figure it out one day. I know that we all can get here in this moment, and we all can make this a great place for our children. We can build a legacy together. There's so much disconnection and so much competition. And I put this in another video. I went to, can't even remember where we were. Anyways, we've lived so many places in the past few years. And there was a little lemonade stand on the side of the road. And we stopped at the lemonade stand, and they also had artwork. It was so cool. They had lemonade. That might have been the one that also had iced tea. And they had artwork that they did. There was 3 little kids between the age of maybe 7 and 12. I don't even know if she was 12. Anyways, and we talked to the kids for a little bit, and they were so proud to show us their artwork. And I bought the one little girl's watercolor painting with a rainbow and some clouds. It was super cute. I still have it, actually. I've got it up on the wall. And this was like, was this last year? 2 years ago? About 1.5 years ago. And the boy is the brother. And he's like, he talked about his artwork. And he's like, I didn't want to bring it out because I don't want to compete with my sister. I want her to do her thing and I do my thing. And like, she's better with this and I'm better with this. And for children to recognize these things at such a young age, the mom was standing in the window in the kitchen, and she's like, thank you so much. Like, I don't know if anybody stopped by to buy the paintings, and I really hope that they did. Because children need to be seen. Children are so innocent, and we can get caught up so much in our own lives. And they need nurturing. And they need a mother and a father. And they're the ones that suffer. The system is destroying the family cell. The distractions around us, the distractions on our phones, no wonder the mother has to work. You can't even afford to live on one income anymore. I was very fortunate enough to not have to work these past 3 years. I had made some good investments, and I drained them all just to be with my child. And we've had a great time. And so many people miss that opportunity because of their selfishness and greed. There are even families who have spent so much money in the court system because they couldn't drop their pride to be able to speak with their ex-partners. They use the children as weapons against each other. I tried so hard with my child's father. He had every line in the book, and he had a script, and he lied to me. And he promised me that we were going to have a family, and that we were going to be where I was starting my real estate career. And as soon as I got pregnant, that all changed. And I was strong enough to tell him that I'm not staying with him just because I'm having his child. He lied to me in an extremely, extremely malicious way. Even how I got pregnant was malicious. And I forgave him right away. And then last year I find out he was still married. No wonder he didn't move up. He told everyone I was a one-night stand. And that I tried to get pregnant for child support, which he hasn't paid in 4 years. Why would I try and get pregnant for that? I wanted a family. I believed his lies. And the funny thing is that the majority of people think that it's always the women that does this to the men. And it is a lot of the time. Because I was a tomboy growing up, and a lot of my guy friends had to suffer through that. One of my buddies spent over $25,000 in the court system just for him to see his daughter. Even though his ex would let him see her anyways, she just wanted to drain him. She used her child as a weapon. So the spiritual journey of waking up to your truth involves seeing the truth of everyone around you. And once you rise and you see your truth, they can't hide in the lies anymore. They can no longer hide in the lies. And they've told so many lies that they forget the lies that they've told. And they get themselves caught up. These psychopaths, these sociopaths. Sociopaths at least have a little bit of remorse. Psychopaths don't. Psychopaths have no remorse for the decisions that they've made that affect those around them. No apologies. Still continuing to fester up whatever story they can to supply the flying monkeys around them, to feed their narcissistic ways. Psychopaths have no emotion. And they can smile in your face and pretend so well because they've learned and perfected mimicking you. Mimicking and knowing what you want to hear. So that they can distract you from what's actually happening behind the scenes. So when you want to truly live a joyful life, You need to be prepared to cut many people out of it. You need to be prepared to sacrifice yourself. You don't sacrifice people around you. The God of the Bible is not my creator. The God of the Bible is not the one above all others. You don't need to sacrifice blood and flesh in order to live this life and be in joy and abundance. You sacrifice yourself. You sacrifice your behaviors, your patterns, and you sacrifice the decision to be alone. And not many people can be alone. Be very cautious on who you listen to for advice when it comes to your growth. You be so cautious that you learn how to discern energy and you learn how to discern words and body language. The false prophets are everywhere. Truly learn to quiet the noise and find what brings you joy. If it's music, shut your phone up, even if it's just for 24 hours. Just listen to music. Dance around, clean your house, get some nice clean floors, release and remove all of that stagnant energy. Cook some good food. You really need that time with you. And then when you come into union with yourself, you are now in alignment to be in union with your kingdom spouse, the one chosen for you by the one above all others, the Spirit. And there may be more than one option. You will never know if you continue to just go and lay down with anybody who comes along. The spiritual journey is tough. So just stay strong, baby steps, and be easy with yourself. Practice Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It is a release. It's a cord cutting. It's funny, I said that to my ex and I'm pretty sure he thought that meant that I wanted to be with him still. And it's like, you don't know, that's a release. I'm letting you go. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. No hard feelings. But I am keeping my energy now and you can have yours back. I return it. And you no longer have that attachment. If you have a question for me, if you're stuck on something, you can leave a comment below. I will answer any comments that come in. I know that it can be scary and it can be tough. And when I said that, it was 33 about leaving a comment. Because it can be pretty scary. Blessings to all.